Hello everyone, and welcome back to the village of Downhill Both Ways, where I, the shaman elder of the village, totally remember what we were doing because I totally took notes and totally didn't have a nice long big sleep and anyway, welcome back everyone, and welcome to a not yet doomed village. I am very tentatively beginning to get excited and hopeful that we are actually going to have the village of Downhill One Way have a more fortuitous fate than, you know, the village of Uphill Both Ways. And that's totally going to happen because I'm totally going to remember that we are facing a sickness doom. Oh wow, it's like literally the next thing too. Okay, so welcome back. It seems we need to go ahead and prepare ourselves for the sniffles. Rumors have it from my cousin at Uphill Both Ways that, you know, when people start getting sick, they can get really sick very quickly. So let's carry on where we left off last time, where we were beginning to really try to put a lot of energy into making sure that we can have enough of the health protection to fight back against the sickness domain. I'm a little worried that we might want to have a physician table soon, because last time we definitely needed the bandages like really badly. People were bleeding out and I couldn't do anything about it. And you know, when people are sick, they add more of the sickness spirit into the village. And then everyone gets more sick. And then the next thing you know, people are chasing each other around with knives and they're running away in the forest. And boy, was that ever a tale of woe. Oh my goodness. And we're also going to need to have plenty of either infusions or hemp. It looks like since we can use the bandages to go ahead and like gain more. Yes, so we could get a lot more of the health essence if we had the medical herbs, but those are only available in autumn. Yes, even with the herb picker. And it doesn't look like we can grow them this time. I vaguely remember being able to grow them in the last one, but that may just be a meme in my head. All right, well, so we need to prepare for the sickness and also attempt to make sure that we have plenty of food to survive the coming seasons, especially as our wonderful plum trees of prophecy will be disappearing in 30 more days, and we will have to prepare ourselves for an autumnal season instead. And not to mention, we also discovered that in order to really expand our village with plenty of wood, so we could do things like build warehouses and all of the other tool building things we need, we actually need to go ahead and we actually need to have a lot of hemp, because this time around, we can't cut down the forest, like, to go ahead and get wood, at least until we, like, start doing stuff like this. Instead, we actually have to go ahead and turn hemp into wood, which could be really useful, or it could be a complete headache, and we're gonna have to figure out which one. And we can't have somebody turn the hemp into wood until we have advanced tools. Which means that we are going to need to research tools, and then we're going to need to research being able to get copper from the mountain range that I have decided to name the Mountains of No Spring, because there were no mountain springs as I thought they were going to be, which is why we're all hugged up tight against a mountain range that's now just kind of in the way. So this is the Mountain of No Springs, and then we have the Tunnel of Berries right over here that we might tend to in the near future too. But all right, so what should we go ahead and work on right now? I'm kind of thinking the pharmacist stand would be really useful, because I think the Mender's Hut has to be built next to the pharmacist. Oh my gosh, the Mender's Hut needs stone. Whew, okay, so let's get the pharmacist stand down at least, because that we're gonna need at least that. So we'll go ahead and get this built. And then what else? So if that's gonna be built, what else could we do to try to help out the health? We could go ahead and I may have Fenrir Dragon spend a little bit of time just kind of building up a bit of the health essence right now. I kind of want to plant more things, but I think gathering hemp, gaining knowledge to be able to go ahead and have the Mender's Hut soon, And gaining a little bit of our extra health is probably a good idea. Should I have people be working on like making sure that we have a little bit of cooling as well? Or just focus on keeping all of these plums plucked? And I think we need more villagers too, but we are gonna have to go ahead and discuss the very unfortunate fate of some of the rabbits of the world, and the sacrifices that they may have to bravely make for our village before we can expand, because the only houses we can make require leather. And you guys remember what happens when animals die when you're shamans. It's a lot of fear everywhere, and then everybody goes mad and starts killing each other. But all right, let us nibble upon the plums of prophecy, celebrate the fact that now we have a stand of pharmacy, which I suppose is going to have like infusions of the hemp leaves at the moment. What are the infusions made out of, actually? Yeah, the hemp. Oh, and we need to train somebody for that. Is anyone available? Oh, hey, Dinomans! You're gonna be trained as our healer. Congratulations. I do hope that that is actually quite helpful. And Fenrir, I do believe now that Dinomans is working on this, we should be able to go ahead and spend a little bit of time, perhaps preparing ourselves. Fenrir, should I have you like build that totem, the large totem, maybe over here? Oh, we haven't upgraded any of the totems yet. Yes, okay, so I'm gonna have one of the totem temples over here so that we can listen to the splashing of the fish and we can read the footsteps of the rabbits in order to figure out like what would be best to do for our village. We're still gathering a lot of hemp. I think we might actually have enough hemp for now, which is quite intriguing. And I wanna work on gathering more wood so we can build the things we need, and also so that we can hopefully have a warehouse to put all these plums pretty soon. All right, I'm tentatively hopeful. This time around, we are training a healer ahead of time. I'm even going to have Dinomans. Yay, woo! Look at that, Dinomans! See? This is totally gonna be okay this time. We'll even have Dinomans prepare some of the infusions ahead of time so that, you know, we have medicine stocked up, which upon reflection would have been a smart thing to do in the first place. Beware, a doom event is coming soon. Prepare for it may be the end of the village. Oh, hang in there. Oh, Mender's hut, yes, okay. So, healers were like that. If one had an idea about how to cure a disease, another would come along with the opposite idea. Okay, so if we have a bandage maker within 2, an infusion maker within 2, we need a clearing and stones for the Mender's hut, which means it is time to learn how to gather stones from the mountains of no spring. And let's see. Mender's cottage is going to be a long ways away. So I really hope they don't demand that of us. But let us begin to learn how to collect some of these small stones, and eventually we will learn how to organize them into a pleasing manner on the ground, perhaps mimicking the tracks that we see the bunnies make in the woods. That would be kind of adorable, actually. All right, and the time has come. We are going to need to build a lot of health, actually. Oh no. I need more health than we have. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, we're gonna need like more hands on deck for just a minute. Okay, so we've got water being gathered. I think we actually have plenty of water for, no, okay, we're gonna keep gathering the water. And then Larkspring, I think we're gonna need your help too, to be able to go ahead and try to get more. Oh man, I think still we're not prepared enough, because I made the assumption that we could go ahead and have the Mender's hut. And that was a little bit of an incorrect assumption. Orbit, I think we're gonna need, like, there's the Mender's hut, but we can't do anything with it yet. And the pharmacy stand is great. I do think we wanna focus on making sure that we have those infusions, but, oh man, oh my gosh. And I don't have enough room around the water makers unless I chase these bunnies away. Ah! Oh my goodness. Okay, I gotta be careful, but there's lots and lots and lots and lots of wild bunnies, and these ones are very close to town. So I think this is one of the moments where we shall speak to the spirits. Look, I'm already down here speaking to them and possibly bribing them with carrots, and ask if we could please utilize this land next to this little puddle of water for being able to fight back against the spirits of plague and doom. And I think the bunnies would agree. Okay. Well, it's not like we killed them. That's later. Instead, I think that that's okay to have chased them away from there. I'm gonna just say we traded them some carrots. All right, so we're gaining all of the health that we can this time around. I actually wonder if Foxfangs, we should have you gather up some water too, just to make sure we can stay a little bit ahead on that. Or does it make more sense? Because I don't know if we're going to be able to even build all of that stuff in time. All right, you research today, and we'll see what we can do. Excellent, excellent work, my wonderful piplings. It is going to take all of us to pull our efforts together in order to fight back against the illnesses and the spirits of I guess rot, maybe, is what we could call it. I love trying to make each of these elements into something unique for each village. So maybe we'll have like the spirit of rot for this village. All right, we need to keep going and fighting against this one. So I think it's going to be a little tricky, but I think we might be able to pull this off. Okay, so we're going to run out of the water in just a little bit here, but I think that's okay. Should I have Finra? No, Finra really should be building that. All right, and we're okay on food, but I'm gonna have to have some of our pips go back to work on plucking plums soon. And we're getting the infusions made, thank goodness. Ooh, and we had another carrot field go and like pop out of the ground. That's gonna be quite useful in the future. All right. All right, and actually, see, we are still struggling a bit to fight against fate. We do need to go ahead and have basically all hands on deck, actually. We need everybody putting a ton of effort in order to go ahead and like have a chance, because we just don't have enough because I made an incorrect assumption, but we can at least try to make the odds as much in our favor as possible. Like I would need quite a bit more health every day, so the best we can do is sort of just like hold it off at this moment. All right, and Cobalt Knight, actually you gained so much hemp. I didn't really notice you were over there. Sorry about that. I kind of didn't notice. So you gathered a lot of hemp. Thank you very much. Could you come down and maybe collect some of these plums so we can stay a little bit ahead on that? Thank you. Sorry, I forgot you were over there. All right, so let's see. Building the knowledge. Let's see, it's 6 more days until the Doom event arrives. So actually, I guess if we had more water makers, I guess now is the time that I should have somebody come over and try adding in like another well somewhere. Oh, we're just out of range of that one. Are you for real? Like, that's silly. That could be exceptionally useful. Are there any other spots where the water is coming out of the ground? Only ones we can't reach at the moment. Those are very useful locations because they double all of the water that we pull up out of the wells. 6 days is a few, to say the very least. So maybe this is a sign to have a sign over there. And do we have anybody free? Not really. You know what, Foxfangs? I will take you off of that research for just a moment, since I doubt we'll be able to get the Stone Gatherer and the Minder's Hut and everything else built before the Doom arrives. And we're going to try to make a little bit more room over here to potentially seek out the wisdom of these rabbits off by a very fertile field that I have indeed had my eye on anyway. And we shall see if we will be able to go ahead and gain a little bit more health, because we're standing our ground right now. And actually, if we do work towards, let's see, like having the well and then having a couple more refreshment stands, we might be able to make this happen. All right, we'll build that. We're staying just ahead on the water. I'm gonna need more water anyway. Okay, let's think. And then we're gonna start needing more food soon. Netherhearts, if you could help just maintain the food so that we have enough plums. And I am going to let Fenrir Dragon do their best to contemplate how does one collect stones without angering the stone god and having like a landslide or something. All right. Oh, we have like no excess anything really except the hemp at the moment. And we have 2 of the infusions. All right, my little villagers. I am not sure if we are going to be 100% confident in our ability to fight back against the doom that seems to be coming. But we're gonna do our best, because if I can get just 3 more... I mean, I don't think we have 3 villagers that we could have work with all of these either. Okay, I could have these 2 come and build these today. They'd have to do it today and tomorrow though, and I don't know if that's gonna be like enough. Boy, okay, yeah, we can't, we need to just sit and everyone needs to kind of have refreshments. I can only imagine that we're kind of just meditating, we're washing our hands. Maybe this is like some sort of long holiday ritual, kind of like people practice like Lent or like other times where they fast and they don't have certain foods. So maybe that's what this is. And you know, even if we don't end up getting to use these refreshment stands over here as much as I want, there's not really a lot of harm in having a few of them scattered around the village, I think, just in case we do need them more in the future. Like the ones that we had on the bottom. Oh wait, Fenrir! You may be our secret key to being able to make this happen. How is there only... Oh boy. Oh, because there would be so much illness. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So we need more plums picked. There we go. Phew. Okay. We would have gained a lot of sickness that day and that would have been extremely sad. So let us pick more plums. Fenrir, we're going to need your help too. If you could please pick these plums, because then we could try to get a little ahead, I think. Oh, there's no way we're going to be able to get like ahead, is there? I'm not going to be able to use all of these refreshment stands. That's okay. And also, now that we know how to gather the stones, we shall also turn our attentions to contemplating how to build tools, maybe? Let me double check that. Actually, we need to start working on the glop. Well, actually, we need tools because we need to get towards the copper and the copper ore, and that's how we're going to be able to get to the point where we can have our glop of survival during the long winter. Hang in there, villagers! We're pushing as hard as we can. Oh man, we're still... Did we have everybody... 61 is not as high as I was hoping for, and I don't think we have enough water to be able to do anything else. Alright, not enough water. Alright, come on, we just need a couple more help. Do I have anybody available? No, we need everyone. Okay, actually? Oh my gosh, we're gonna be really close at this point. We have just enough food. This is like some sort of fasting of using all of the food that we have and all of the water that we have and pushing and pushing and pushing as hard as we can get. And now we're gonna have to go ahead, and we can't have quite as many people working on the refreshments today, the final day before the doom, because we're gonna be out of food and it's going to like really, really win if we don't handle that. So let's see. We still have hungry people. We'd still have hungry people? No, we would not have hungry people now. Okay, and we can have one more group. Netherhearts and Foxfangs can actually go ahead and work on gathering a little bit more. Yes, this would be a 100% chance. This would not. Wow, that's exactly what we needed. We did it, villagers. We have faced the second doom, and we have kicked its butt. Do we have any of our food left? Do we have any water left? No, but our fasting and sacrifice has indeed been able to fight off the spirit of rot and instead has brought us closer to being able to unlock my memory beans about the gardens. And woo! A boon! Oh my word! Okay, so let me think about this. We could have wider borders to expand our territory. We could gain knowledge, which would be a very useful thing now that I'm thinking about it, because that could be a surge to get much, much closer to being able to have the copper, or we could have healthier crops. I'm gonna say that we have contemplated and we have gained deep wisdom from Dinomans and everyone else fasting and contemplating life here in the village of Downhill One Way. Woo! Okay, I will take that surge of knowledge as the boon. We did it! Woo! All right, now that we have defeated that deadly prophecy, let us speak once more with our elder. We fought the doom brought upon us, but I sense this is not the end. Da-na-na-na-na. I see it now. Newer and stronger challenges are coming. All right. So, the prophecy is clear in my mind. Let me tell you what fate has in store for us next time. Ha! Yeah, I'm doing that. I'll see you guys next time. Stay curious.